Today I have a short story, The Freedom Parrot. A great man, a fighter for freedom, was traveling in mountains. He stayed in caravanserai for the night. He was amazed that in the caravanserai there was a beautiful parrot in a golden cage, continually repeating, "Freedom, freedom." And it was such a place that when the parrot repeated the word freedom, it would go on echoing in valleys in the mountains. The man thought, I have seen many parrots, and I have thought they must want to be free from those cages. But I have never seen such a parrot whose whole day, from the morning to the evening, when he goes to sleep, is spent in calling out for freedom. He had an idea. In the middle of the night, when the owner was fast asleep, he got up and opened the door of the cage. He whispered to the parrot, "Now get out." But he was very surprised that the parrot was clinging to the bars of the cage. He said to him again and again, "Have you forgotten about freedom? Just get out. The door is open and the owner is fast asleep. Nobody will ever know. You just fly into the sky. The whole sky is yours." But the parrot was clinging so deeply, so hard, that the man said, "What is the matter? Are you mad?" He tried to take the parrot out with his own hands, but the parrot started pecking at him, and at the same time he was shouting, "Freedom, freedom." The valleys in the night echoed and re-echoed, but the man was also stubborn. He was a freedom fighter. He pulled the parrot out and threw into the sky. He was very satisfied. Although his hand was hurt, the parrot had attacked him as forcibly as he could, but the man was immensely satisfied that he had made a soul free. He went to sleep. In the morning, as the man was waking up, his he heard the parrot shouting, "Freedom, freedom." He thought, perhaps the parrot must be sitting on a tree or on a rock. But when he came out, the parrot was sitting in the cage. The door was open. Spiritual stories are an opportunity to reflect on your own life. I'll read out some 10 questions where you can go deeper with the teachings in this story. In your own life, are there instances where you have clung to familiar constraints even when the opportunity for freedom presented itself? 2. Reflect on a time when you have witnessed someone or something yearning for freedom. How did that experience resonate with you, and did it prompt any personal introspection? 3. Consider the symbolism of Parrot's persistent cry for freedom. What aspects of your life echo this longing, and how do you respond to those inner calls? 4. Explore moments when you may have felt the conflict between a desire for freedom and comfort of familiar surroundings. What emotions arise during such internal struggles? 5. Think about the man's determination to liberate the parrot despite its resistance. How does this relate to instances in your life where you have pushed against resistance to pursue personal growth? 6. Reflect on the paradox of the open door and the parrot's return to the cage. Can you draw parallels between this paradox and patterns of behavior or choices in your own life? 7. Consider the symbolism of the parrot attacking the man even after being set free. Are there instances in your life where you have resisted positive changes or opportunities, perhaps out of fear or uncertainty? 8. Ponder the significance of the parrot's continued cry for freedom even when back in cage. How might this relate to the persistence of certain desires or aspirations in your own life, despite external circumstances? 9. Reflect on the man's satisfaction despite being hurt. Have there been times when perceiving personal freedom or helping others achieve it brought discomfort or challenges? And how did you navigate those situations? 10. Contemplate the idea of freedom as a state of mind. In what ways can one find freedom within oneself? Irrespective of external circumstances, how does this story influence your perception of inner freedom? Thank you for this opportunity, Masters. Um, if you would like to share or want to share your experience, feel free to unmute yourself or you could raise your hands. If we have no sharing, we will meet in the evening. Have a wonderful, miraculous rest of the day. Thank you. Thank you all.